Not painted this board yet, but the first thing I'm going to do is lay down this little stripe or dash dot stencil from my Timeless Home collection with Essential Stencil, and I'm getting some of Fusion's smooth embossing paste, and I'm just going to grab a bunch there with my spatula and then just wiping it down smoothly over the whole stencil. You don't want to press it too hard, you just want to lay it on, but then I'm dragging the excess off and then lift it straight up, and you'll see there's a 3D looking stencil there, created this 3D look. Then using Fusion Mineral Paint's Raw Silk, I'm just going to grab a bit of paint with my Klingon brush, and I'm going to paint over the entire piece, including that area where I've just done that raised stencil. And you'll see that you can still see the embossed paste really does raise the stencil, so even though we've painted right over it, it's got that nice 3D kind of look there. Now please make sure that in every step of this process you make sure that the previous step is completely dried. So I've made sure that everything is really dry before I go on to the next step. Now in this step I'm going to use the same embossing paste by Fusion Mineral Paint, and then I'm going to add a colour to it. So you can either use the paste by itself or add a colour. I'm using Fusion's Colour Conservatory, and then I'm just applying that again with a knife or a spatula. I'm actually cleaning off my spatula there and just moving. I've got an excess product there, so I'm just moving it around the stencil in all the areas that I want to see that. Then we're going to lift that stencil directly up, so straight up, and there you go. So it's probably not as noticeable with the green, seeing that 3D look with the embossing paste, but it is definitely 3D to the touch. And then we've got to make sure that's completely dry again. Now I'm going to add one of Essential Stencil's transfers, again from my Timeless Home collection at Essential Stencil. You can use code IRestoreStuff and get 10% off anything from Essential Stencil. So we're going to move that little transfer around the edge, rub it on, peel back the top plastic, and they just go on so smoothly. Really beautiful additions to any piece or sign. Next we're going to mix a tiny bit of Fusion's clear glaze with just a touch of Fusion Colour Oakum, and we're adding that clear glaze over the entire piece, and you can see how that little 3D looking dotted line that I did first is really standing out. So the glaze hits all of those low points and gets stuck in the crevices and cracks and creates a beautiful finish to this whole sign. So there it is, wiping back the glaze. You can see more of my glaze videos on my YouTube channel, but like, follow and subscribe for more tips and tricks using stencils and transfers.